And today I want to talk about relationships, not just sexual and romantic relationships, but all relationships. There's a great deal of data now that shows that connecting with other people is extremely good for your health. In fact, there's so much data on it that I'm going to whiz through some of it before I tell you what I want to say today. But the bottom line is, when you have a good relationship with somebody, it lowers your blood pressure, your cholesterol, your cortisol. It boosts memory. It sustains mood. It helps with mental agility. When you hug your friends, it drives up the oxytocin system in the brain to give you calm and attachment and a sense of belonging instead of isolation. When you laugh with friends, you're driving up the dopamine system in the brain, and that gives you energy and optimism and focus and motivation. It also boosts the immune system. It's helpful for brain growth. And when you have good friendships, the pain threshold goes up by 10%. So you feel less pain. It improves digestion. When you play with your friends, it really contributes to brain growth in emotional processing centers, decision-making centers, in planning. It helps with pain reduction again. It helps with attention span and with immune function. The bottom line is, isolated people lose more memory, and they lose more memory faster. They become more depressed. They have more diseases, and they die sooner. In fact, isolation, I was reading recently, is as bad for you, social isolation is as bad for you as smoking, as getting no exercise, as gaining a lot of weight, and having bad blood pressure. In short, toxic relationships can kill you. And good relationships are good for your health, your happiness, and your longevity. I was reading yesterday, a couple days now, in preparation for this, and as it turns out, if you're in healthy, happy relationships, you can live 7 to 10 years longer, and that's something to be worthwhile. And of course, I'm an anthropologist. We grew up for millions of years in little hunting and gathering societies where relationships were with what sustained life. You could not live alone in these little hunting and gathering groups. You had to stay with the friends and family, and thus we have built all kinds of brain systems that enable us to be drawn to certain people and to stick with certain situations and develop good partnerships.